Welcome to Hansel Financial. Yes, you have read the title correctly of this video. $10,000. Well, no, actually it's more like $13,000 down the drain. How we spent about $13,000 in only 7 months from January of this year until July of this year, 2024. All I gotta say is that thank goodness we have emergency funds set up for these type of things. And you out there should also have emergency funds set up so in case these things do come up, you're also able to pay them without taking out debt. And it is also a great way to not take out debt by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and commenting below. Real quick, any guesses on how we spent that $13,000 in 7 months? If you have a guess, go ahead and leave it in a comment below, and then we'll get into how we spent this $13,000. So for this story, to start off with this financial journey of spending $13,000, we need to go back to October of last year, and this is when I got my new job. I was at my previous job for about 6 years, and I decided to venture off. I wanted to get a little more experience and see if I could get a pay increase, which I did on both of those things. October of last year, I had started a new position as a senior system admin, and with becoming a new employee at a new company, obviously you have to enroll in your benefits. Medical insurance, dental, 401k, all that good stuff. When I was looking through their benefits, I was trying to decide if we were going to stay on my wife's medical insurance or switch over to my new company's medical insurance. So I was running the numbers, figuring out which one's going to be best for our situation, looking at do we want to do HSA, do you want to do a high deductible, low deductible, all that stuff on both mine and my wife's. And when I ran the numbers, I found out that I thought that the best for my family was going to be the HSA medical insurance for my company, and so that's what we went ahead and did. And so when I ran the numbers of the HSA on my new company, I found out that the amount of money per month I'm going to be spending on medical insurance is going to be cheaper than we're currently doing, and so I decided I would take that difference and just put it into an HSA account so when medical stuff comes up, we'll have funds already set up to pay for that. And so basically in my mind, it's not like I'm paying anything out of pocket because I'm already contributing pre-tax into my HSA account. And the whole idea of me doing this was we were trying to have our second child. We've been trying for a couple months. And so I figured, by the time we get pregnant and have the child, we'll have a nice big fat HSA account to be able to pay for the surgery for our new child to be born to this world. Well, funny enough, applied for our HSA medical insurance the week after we found out that we were pregnant. Well, I'm not gonna have enough time now to, get up my HSA account to the amount that I want to have in there to pay for everything. Oh no, well, we're gonna just go with it because I can't switch it now. That's where our story kind of begins. And so then starting January 1 is when obviously, your deductibles start adding up. You have to hit your deductible, then your family out of max deductible, and so on and so forth. And so our HSA, its family is $3,500, and then it's $2,080 after that, up to $10,000 out of pocket max. Started the new year, I started to contribute to my HSA, trying to build up that account with that, and as well with my new employer, if I meet certain criteria, they'll put $1,000 into my HSA account, which is awesome. I did meet that goal as well for this year, so I got an extra $1,000 put into my HSA account that I can use for medical issues or medical things that come up bill-wise. In my mind, again, another $1,000 free right there for my company, which is awesome. So we started the year, and we never get sick, but of course this year I've been getting more sick, had more bacterial sore throats. My daughter's been getting a lot of ear infections, so we were going to the doctor more often than we normally do, and because of the HSA account, we don't actually get a copay. We have to pay full out of pocket until we hit our deductible, which is one of the downsides of the HSA account. But not a big deal. If you have enough funds in your HSA account, you can just, pay for it. It's not a big deal. Anyway, so we start going those, and then I start seeing our deductible slowly creeping up because, again, my daughter keeps getting ear infections. We have to go to the doctor, put our antibiotics. I keep getting my throat infections, and then as well, my wife, is pregnant, so she's starting to go to the doctor and get her visits and that kind of thing. And with my wife going to the doctor, with how they have it set up, we actually had to pay $4,000 up front to them, and then once the baby's born, and then they bill our insurance. And then that $4,000 goes towards that. I'm like, here's another $4,000 I gotta, get and bring up and pay for them. And so we did that. So now, we've already spent probably $5,000 towards medical bills, and this is only like February or March of this year. And so I'm just like, ugh! But that's all right. We have good news coming on the back end. My daughter constantly getting ear infections. Come to find out, we need to get her tubes put in her ears. Now, if you have a family out there, if you have kids, tubes are very, very common. It's not a big deal. It's, they just put 2 tubes real quick. I think the surgery was like 12 minutes, if that. Super quick. But again, everything costs money, and so that's just more added into my medical bill. And I think during those tube surgery, I actually did hit my family deductible, that $3,500, so I did hit that with that surgery and some, and so now I've already paid the $4,000 for my wife's medical bills for the baby, not even born yet, up front, and then now I just spent another few $1,000s on my daughter's tubes right there, so we're already up to $5,000-$6,000, easy, bing, bada, boom, $5,000-$6,000 down the drain, obviously for medical reasons, but still, down the drain, no less. And I'm sure y'all are aware out there, kids can be expensive. I shouldn't say could. Kids are expensive, but in my mind, they're totally worth it. So much fun playing with them, hanging out with them, growing with them, seeing them go through all the things. It's, kids truly is a blessing. If you are out there watching this, maybe you're a couple or a family and you're debating if you want to start a family, again, I highly recommend you do. They're a ton of fun. So much fun, so much enjoyment. And the best part is, as an adult, my inner child gets to come out and I get to be a kid with my daughter, play with her, rough house with her, all that kind of good stuff. So again, it's a lot of fun having kids, but again, they do cost money. They are expensive, so just want to put that out there real quick. We have paid for the tubes, paid for the $4,000 out of pocket already, paid for all the doctor bills for myself and my daughter, and then we're getting real close to our max out of pocket. It's crazy. I never thought I would actually hit the $10,000 max out of pocket deductible, and that $10,000 out of $10,000, $6,500 of it is at $2,080. So again, once you hit the $3,500, you're only paying 20% of your bills. Insurance picks up the other 80%, but I'm still creeping up to that $10,000 max, which again, I would never thought I would hit, but here we are now. So, baby's born, baby comes, and guess what? The bills just start flying in from the hospital, from anesthesia, from the surgeon. I mean, if you have any type of surgery before, you all know it out there. I mean, you get bills from everywhere and everywhere. It's just mind-boggling, and it's just mind-boggling how expensive it is, the medical field and hospitals and treatment. I mean, I don't have the answer for it. I feel like something needs to be done with how expensive it is to go to the hospital and get treatment done, or having a baby, or whatever the case might be for you. And then I just feel like we just pay so much in insurance that I feel like we pay per month for insurance, expensive, hundreds of dollars, and then we still got to pay thousands of dollars as well once we have these things done before insurance, 100% kicks in. I don't have the answers for it. I know really nobody has the answers for it. I know they've been trying for years and years trying to figure this medical insurance out. Again, I hope someone out there will be able to figure it out and figure out a plan, make it simple, plan A, B, and C. But, as you can tell with everyone, I'm sure with you all out there, you've also witnessed it. It's a very difficult topic and difficult thing to come to a solution for. We get all the bills, and next thing I know, I check my medical insurance app to see how close I am to my deductible. And guess what? After all the claims went through for my new son being born, my wife through hers, we're $400 away to hit our $10,000 out-of-pocket max. $400 away from that. And once you do hit that $10,000 out-of-pocket max, everything else now is going to be free, which is the great side I mentioned earlier in this video. There's just going to be some good news. So once you hit your max out of pocket for your insurance, everything else is going to be covered 100% free for your medical. Now, that doesn't mean, cosmetic stuff, but, medical procedures, that kind of stuff, 100% covered in network. And I believe mine's also out of network as well, because I hit that max deductible. So that's the one kind of positive thing, is I'm definitely going to be hitting that max out of pocket. And so now any other medical procedure that I have done up until December is going to be completely 100% free. I don't got to pay anything more out of pocket. So that is one semi-blessing, but it takes a lot of money to get there. That's the issue in my mind, is it takes so much money to get to that max out of pocket that at that point it's like, I already spent all this money, who really cares, With that, I'm thinking maybe I'll start, go back to the doctor, get some random tests done, maybe some allergy tests, maybe some more blood work, maybe go to the dermatologist, that kind of stuff. Do some things that aren't, needs per se, but now that I don't have to pay for it all, it's going to be 100% covered. I can go get those type of things I might not always, go and pay for, because it does, obviously costs money to go see a doctor, get stuff done. So I think we might go to the dermatologist, get our skin checked out, maybe, I said, do some extra tests, that kind of stuff that I normally would not do, but since it's all going to be covered, might as well take advantage of it up until the end of this year. All in all, yes, you do need medical insurance. I'm not saying not to get it. Again, my medical insurance has saved me tens of thousands of dollars of me paying, because again, once you hit that family deductible of $3,500, they pay 80%. I only pay 20%, so they still save me tens of thousands of dollars. So don't get me wrong. I highly, highly, highly recommend everyone out there do get medical insurance, just in case for those emergencies that do come up. And again, have the emergency fund set up so that way you have money set aside in there, so when those medical emergencies do come up, you do not have to take out debt to pay for them. That's key. You don't want to take out debt to pay for medical bills. You want to have that emergency fund so you can pull from it, and that way you're not taking out debt, and that you're normally going to have interest rates set on it. So you're basically paying more money in the long run, because then you got to pay back those debts with interest on it as well. So don't do that. Emergency fund. So like I said, medical insurance you really do need to have it. Again, most employers is gonna have it set up for you. If they don't, I believe you can hop online and do some other ways to get medical insurance. But again, I highly recommend you get some type of medical insurance for those big emergencies that do come up, so you're not paying tens of thousands of dollars out of pocket. All right. Sounds good? That's how we spent about $13,000 out of pocket, kind of down the drain. But again, you know, there was, you know, reasons for it. It had to be done, you know, for my daughter, for me, for my sicknesses, for our baby, for my wife, surgery, that kind of stuff. It has to be done, but still, it does hurt seeing how much money we spent in 7 months. $13,000 that we spent towards medical bills. Still mind-boggling to me, and also mind-boggling that I'm going to hit my max out of pocket in about 8 months. So crazy. Crazy, crazy. But anyway, if you guys really enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to watch more of my videos, I have some great ones right here. One should popping up right there, I believe. Boom. And again, I hope you guys all have a good one out there. For this financial employee.